This is CBS 21 News at 6.
Glad you're with us. I'm Rob Hanrahan, and I want to welcome our newest team member, Jasmine Brooks.
Rob, thank you. It's good to be here. Does box 3 just mean that camera with a box above my...
Yes.
Okay.
Jasmine Brooks. Welcome to the CBS 21
Hi,
News
thanks
team.
for having me. This is exciting.
Jasmine came in. Jasmine is a force of nature, and Jasmine came in at 110%, like she does with everything. She brought a little bit of a tornado effect to the newsroom. She got us to get out of our complacency and have some fun, and she just brought all this energy to the newscast.
She's been dying to do this all night. She's wearing green pants.
Driving in the morning is a no-go, unless you're a snowblower and Argo.
If I was having a bad day, she would raise the energy. She's always who she is, and I love that about her.
It is officially springtime, 11:06. Look who's here to celebrate.
In walks Jasmine Brooks.
I need to have a second. Take that!
Well played. I'm used to being the wild card who's anchoring, but you can't be the wild card when you're anchoring with the Joker, because she's taken over the show. She's saying the crazy things, and I have to figure out how to work with her, which is great, which is fun, which was challenging.
Are you in love?
Yes.
Are you in love?
I love
What's your
storms.
favorite thing about love?
And whenever I'm out talking to people and they say, oh, we love watching you guys because you guys look like you're having so much fun and you really like each other. And that is the truth. We really like each other. And so that coming through and that made you so comfortable and having fun as an anchor.
I think right from the start, she taught me a lot about confidence and just being yourself, just your truest self. I think she's always kind of reminded me why I'm doing what I'm doing and to kind of keep going with my passions. And
yes, so when I was moved to a nightside reporter, Jasmine took many nights and many hours to help me with the cadence of my voice and my tracking. So we would do this all the time, is practice how I say words and how I go up with some words and how I go down with some words. So Jasmine really helped me when it came to my cadence and tracking as a younger reporter.
I think I probably gave a kind of a weird impression to Jasmine. I think she thought I was kind of weird, but so is she. But she, she's incredibly, obviously very bubbly and can make people very comfortable that don't know her. That, if you're in a bad mood, your bad mood's gone because she makes you laugh or she does something quirky. That's just who she is. I mean, as goofy as she can be on camera, and I mean that in all sincerity, in a good way, she carries that through her everyday life.
Jasmine is outstanding at connecting with people. No matter what position you put her in, she'll find a way to relate and connect with the people that she's working with, whether it's in the field or at the farm show or in the newsroom. She connects with everybody in their own way and make them feel comfortable.
Her approach when we toss to her and she's doing anything live in the field or I'm with her.
To the Cowboys locker room, some lady left me through. I didn't ask any questions, and here I am. They're putting on their makeup, they're brushing their hair, and I love this place. And so does Rosie.
Always spontaneous. You didn't know what was going to happen next. You didn't know what she was going to say next.
It's actually not a trampoline,
Oh,
but
now I see. Okay.
whatever. Corey, are you crazy? What are you doing?
What you see on camera is certainly what you actually see in person. I mean, you've seen her on live shots. I mean, she's great at it. She just goes right into a crowd and starts working with people.
Okay. Up. In a 12-passenger van, get it straight, okay? Full tumble set out to a split, and she hurt herself and she's now crying. Okay, so yeah, that didn't work.
Nothing was off limits on the air, which is usually a good thing, but can get you in some spots.
During the farm show, when she was with London, taking London with her, all through her adventures at the farm show, and they were in the butterfly exhibit.
Now get off! We're gonna get a butterfly off today.
Your last time on TV ever.
The word is chrysalis.
Chrysalis.
But she had a cicada on live television.
So I think Ed has done a fantastic job picking and more for and that's okay.
Me and Jasmine actually got a few opportunities to field anchor together, and I thought that was so fun. she's so energetic and she's so fun to be around. I think that it's contagious when you're around her. You can't help but smile.
39!
And he ran the stop sign as
No,
well.
he really ran the stop sign. Oh my goodness, he went right there. Do it again, do it again. Give us one more, we have time.
One day, I had just moved into a new home. Jasmine had texted me and said, "Are you home?" And I said, "I'm coming home right now." And I pull up and Jasmine is standing outside my house with just, waving me down, saying, "Oh, Alexa," so I didn't know how she knew where I lived. She didn't even know what house I lived in, but she was in my front yard waiting for me, unprovoked and uninvited. Another favorite memory of mine was when Jasmine and I did Style Swap Day, and she dressed like me and I dressed like her.
I'm Lexa Southard. Of course I type like this. And I got promoted within my first 2 years. Slay.
And came with a full wig, black curly haired wig, glasses, the same hat I wore in one of my photos, the whole 9 yards. And I came with an iced coffee and a tracksuit, and it was like pre-show Jasmine, so that was a really fun memory. I'll never forget that.
I loved getting ready in the dressing room with her. That was always so much fun. Getting ready for Derby Day together, or just even being in the car and singing along to songs, or she'd pick me up one place. Any time that I got to spend with her was so much fun.
The hair. So back in the wintertime, Jasmine looks at me and says, "We should do something with your
Central
hair."
Pennsylvania
We're looking for this man.
hairstylist to come on.
Turn me
and
into this man.
So not only did she say, here's the haircut you should get, she came with me, made it happen, oversaw the whole process. My wife doesn't even do that.
It's definitely time to get rid of the mullet.
I like the mullet.
He has a lot of calyx. All right, Tom, look at this. How you feeling?
So it was amazing that she had this vision of me saying, look, you might be a handsomer, is that a word? Handsomer guy if you did it this way. And I just thought that was so sweet of her. And that's what's great about Jasmine. She sees things through to the end. And it was like, okay, let's go with it.
Just all the conversations we had between commercial break. And they were all appropriate. Most of the time.
Video of the dramatic rescue on the freezing Susquehanna River shows Andrea on top of her water-submerged car. Do you think he was trying to kill you?
Yeah, I do, but not me as a person, if that makes sense. He really thought I was someone else.
You see this goofy person that Jasmine is, again, I mean that in every aspect of the word, in a good way, but she also has some very good, powerful news judgment. And she can kind of change the tone based on what's going on.
I want to know how it's affected you. How are you doing? I know you got COVID.
I personally was infected with COVID. It wasn't fun.
Nurse tells me she just received her first dose of the COVID vaccine, and she's still very concerned about the health and well-being of all of her colleagues.
Jasmine has the biggest heart, and as I mentioned, she wears that on her sleeve. So whether she's reading a story about, a sick child or a hurt puppy, she literally comes off the air and feels empathy for that.
Jasmine always said that she was very proud that she was able to let people tell their stories. She's super empathetic and she genuinely cares about the stories, and to give people that platform was really important to her.
I see a lot of ducks.
It became our tradition that wherever we went, we would get a wood bird.
A lot of those messages say, get out of the pageant.
Mm-hmm.
And you did.
I did. I didn't want to, but ultimately, it was the best decision for the safety of myself and my loved ones.
And as a mother myself, I wanted to know how that baby is doing now. Andrea had a lot to say about her little girl, and you can hear more of my exclusive interview with Andrea at CBS21.com.
I've been doing this 15 years, and she's probably one of the people that I've worked with that has made it easiest for me to come out of my shell. But she brings out my personality, and she makes me feel comfortable about it.
I knew that no matter what, if I was having a bad day, if she was having a bad day, one of us would make each other laugh or smile. She's been here the whole time I've been here. She's been here when I got promoted. and it's like you'll be missing a piece of home.
Her smile, her spontaneity, her fun. When you're a co-anchor, you have to be able to trust your co-anchor. And we came to that very easily. We trusted each other. And so if one person's not getting that script, the other person picks it up real quick. Eventually we didn't have to say it. If there was a problem or something was going on, you can just tell when the other person needed to take over, and then you did that. We could bounce these ideas off of each other. We could tell when the other person wasn't as happy as normal because things away from the station were kind of coming on. But then on the air, boom, you have to forget all that, but the other person helps you get there. So having a teammate is really nice. It doesn't always work that way, but it did with us. And so I felt we were a good tandem, teammates, not just co-anchors, but also friends. And that is unique. It doesn't always happen, but it definitely did with us. Jasmine!
There you go.
I think it's
So
great.
bring your kid to work day.
You know, I've actually been bringing my kid to work with me now for like 5 months.
For 5
And I'm
months.
excited to tell you guys at home that my husband and I are expecting a baby girl in September.
Hey.
Oh, look at baby
How cute.
We have a baby.
Will you miss Jasmine or her kids more?
No. Okay.
And wow, that was good.
Girls, what do you think of the giant potato?
Good.
Good. Okay, we'll see you later.
Well, this is what the potato
Thanks
makes.
for coming.
That is such a trick question. No, I'm gonna miss her an enormous amount. I think I'm gonna miss kind of the strength that she would give me in times where I was a little unsure. The fact that she was always so encouraging. I think that was really key, especially for me to come from somewhere, not from around here, and instantly for her to feel like a work mom, but also a sister and a best friend.
Greatest things about CBS 21 is, she's helped a lot of the younger reporters, kind of get comfortable, and she doesn't hesitate to speak her mind and say, hey, maybe we should reword this way, or maybe you should try to do the story from this angle.
And she really just reminded me why I'm doing what I'm doing and how I can be better every single day.
I actually just started reading this book. It's called There's No Crying in the Newsroom, and there was a line in here that stood out to me. It made me think about Jasmine when I first started 3 years ago. It goes, every woman I know in the news business has at least one story to tell about another woman who helped show her the way. They somehow survived, and that meant you could too. Jasmine really helped me as a producer when I first started here. She helped me find the flow of a newscast, and just looking back at the past 3 years, I would not be where I am today without her support and her knowledge.
Hey Jazz, I'm sure it's a pretty bittersweet moment as it is your last day with CBS 21. I remember when I first started there as the morning anchor, when you were the evening anchor, and we pretty much became inseparable from the moment we met. So I'm so grateful for your friendship, and I'm so excited for you because you've been such a pillar at CBS 21 over the last 8 years.
Jasmine, thank you. There are no words to describe how supported you've made me feel through the ups, the downs. It's been a decent chunk of our lives here, and you've helped me grow in ways that you probably don't even know. You've helped me really be able to embrace being my authentic self, which was something that I didn't know if I would be able to do in the workforce. I can be myself and fully embrace being myself, my weird self, because of you. So thank you. I love you.
Thank you for everything, for being such an amazing support system, and for really having my back always, and teaching all of us how to be the best versions of ourselves.
Jasmine, thank you so much for just being you. Thank you for your caring, your kindness, your energy, and everything you brought not only to the TV station, but to me as a person. Thanks for challenging me. Thanks for being who you are.
Jasmine, if you continue to find new hair tips on how to make your hair happier, healthier, and thicker, please send them my way on your journey. Please don't lose my number when it comes to that sort of stuff.
I am excited to see what this next adventure brings for you and your family. I know it's going to be a good one and that you're going to be very successful. I love you, I miss you, and I'll see you soon.
And she's really going to kill it. I mean, this is exactly what she wanted, and she got it. And there's no better example to set than that.
I happen to think this next job is the perfect job for her, and I think she's going to not only do well, she's going to knock it out of the park, she's going to excel. I'm going to buy whatever she's selling.
Well, Jasmine, this is the most disappointing decision that you've ever made.
I'm going to start crying. She doesn't like when I cry. She always tells me to stop crying.
No, I'm just sad, man. Yeah, that's it.
Coming through here, that's what's going on.
That's right.
Win.
There it is, the final show with the three of us.
All the best,
Your
Jazzy.
best friends.
Your first day
Yes, my
today here
first
on the
day.
air, Jasmine
Thank
Brooks.
you.
We want to say welcome.
Yeah.
And I want to say, I'm home.
Yeah.
I'm here to stay, guys. I have all my family in the Harrisburg area, and so I'm really excited to be here. And I feel like you guys,
family.
are you liking me so far? Do I feel?
You're already
Glad to
part
have
of
you
the
part of the family.